Welcome back to BizEdge 10X, where we dive deep into the strategies that multiply business success in the digital age. Our signature format involves asking 10 questions in just 10 minutes. I'm your host, Anna, and today we have a very special guest who's no stranger to high-stakes entrepreneurship and digital innovation. Joining us is Chris Tsiolis, CEO of Proago Systems. With over a decade of experience, Chris has been the driving force behind digital media companies for financial heavyweights like CNBC's John and Pete Najarian and the sales training and real estate investment titan, Grant Cardone. His expertise doesn't stop there. Chris and his team have built and sold multiple businesses, generating over $100 million in revenue for some of the most influential names in financial and influencer marketing. Today, he's here to share his passion for business theory with fellow entrepreneurs and dive into some critical insights that could change your thoughts on digital branding and marketing. Chris, welcome to BizEdge 10X. It's an honor to have you with us.
Anna, thanks so much. It's great to be here.
Please tell us a little bit about your background and what you want to share today. We'll then move on to our lightning round of 10 questions in 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's awesome. Anna, thanks so much. I am really looking forward to having a great discussion about marketing theory, business theory, and just anything in general about building businesses, building marketing systems, and kind of this new wave of innovation that's really hitting the marketplace lately.
Wonderful. Shall we get started?
Let's do it.
All right. Our first question. Could you start by sharing some of your incredible journey as an entrepreneur? We want to hear some of the highlights and memorable moments.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I'm not really an entrepreneur. I'm a team builder. And I think that has kind of been the focus of my entire career. It's really putting the right people together to do amazing things. I have started my career all the way back in customer service. It's so important to work with the customer and understand all the aspects of the customer and the product journey, and just learning that throughout my career and really focusing on people and putting the right people together, I think is the key.
That's the secret, is to surround yourself with the people who know how to do the job better than we do, right?
Absolutely. Strengths and weaknesses. We have to leverage each other's weaknesses, really.
Absolutely.
Where you're strong, I might be weak, and where I'm weak, you might be strong. And that's where we have to get together and multiply,
Exactly. Got to stay humble and surround ourselves with good people.
Right. That's right.
And our next question, every entrepreneur faces challenges. What's one of the most memorable challenges and how did you conquer it?
Yeah, challenges happen all the time. You have to just be ready. I think preparedness is the answer to that question in general. There's day-to-day challenges, there's unexpected challenges, there's planning challenges, there's, when things don't go right, that have been planned. So I really believe that when it comes to that, it's just having the preparedness and the mindset to have options and to be able to pivot and to also have solutions ready. So one of the biggest, challenges in my career has always been the actual work itself, which is creating creative campaigns that you are constantly having to mold. You're constantly having to test different things, and you have to keep track of all of these variables that really are what make the magic recipe to take a customer through a really great buying experience. And those challenges are never really defined, and you never know what's around the corner. So I think the adaptive mindset is key. Anything from ads not performing or spending hours on creative and money on creative that just, doesn't perform in the marketplace, and, having to recover from that and managing all the components that go along with running a digital media company. So it's just the pivotal mindset to be able to be adaptable.
Great advice there. Good insight. Thank you. Next question. Entrepreneurs make countless decisions. Can you recall one pivotal decision that significantly shaped your business journey?
It's in the ideas that I subscribe to. I think that's really important. One of the things I do regularly is re-examine beliefs, and I'm very interested in belief structures. And pivotal moments come along in my career when I learn about a new idea, or I see something that's becoming a major trend. Cryptocurrency was big back when I was working in the trading business, right? When crypto came onto the awareness of the general public, there was an entire world now that opens up in terms of frameworks and other ways of looking at things. So these are all really pivotal, monumental moments, right? Being able to identify those new changes and to incorporate new beliefs and new ideas and to be able to examine beliefs, whether you don't, agree with them or disagree with them. I think that's the real work, and that's what creates the milestones and the way I kind of see phases of my career as well.
Thank you for sharing. Next question. Staying innovative in your industry is crucial. How do you keep those creative juices flowing and stay ahead of the competition?
Innovation is all about staying on top of the marketplace. In the trading business, we used to talk about following the trend, right? The trend is your friend. You need to see what is working out there and keep doing what is currently working. Now, that could shift at any given time, right? Those are the challenges we talked about earlier. But the idea is to have that adaptable mindset and be able to adapt and move and pivot in everything that you're doing. So again, it goes right back to that idea of adaptability.
That is super important, to always be flexible and to keep an eye out for where things might need to be changed or where we need to pivot. Great advice again. Next question. Let's see. Motivation is key, especially in the tough times. What is your secret to staying inspired and motivated throughout your entrepreneurial adventure?
That's the biggest challenge, I think, for anyone who's starting a business or running a business. You have to take care of yourself personally, right? That means exercising, eating well, staying on a consistent regimen. Sleep is a big one for me, right? Staying rested, right? So that you can have the brain power to go back at it the next day. So definitely personally, and then professionally, it's about creating structures and good people around you, right? We talked about having great people around you, supporting your weaknesses, but then also structuring your weaknesses, right? Take the guesswork out of the things you're not good at, and creating that kind of routine can keep you going and keep you motivated, because now you have tools that you can use and mechanisms that you've built to keep that motivation, and you just kind of keep the machine going, right? And you build everything around your life so that you're excited to do it. And it's all those components mixed together, but building that routine and that system around what it is that you do, whatever it is, I think that's the key to staying motivated no matter what.
Definitely routine and taking care of our physical and mental health to be able to go back every day and get things done. Go, go, go.
Absolutely.
Next question. You've probably mastered some outstanding marketing and branding techniques. Care to let us in on one of your secret strategies that really hit the mark?
Yeah, absolutely. We talk a lot about in my world of marketing, right? The way that we do things in these terms of automated marketing systems. So this has been a very lucrative industry in the sense that these mechanisms, these automated sales experiences and automated marketing experiences have really caught on in the last 5 years or so. They go back maybe 50 years to all of the direct response marketing and all of the sales letter copywriters, even further back to guys like P.T. Barnum and the great promoters, right? All of these different frameworks have been kind of jammed into automation now. And that's the new exciting thing, which is we're able to create really customized buying experiences and buying journeys with very, very specific details. And that allows us to do amazing things like target certain customers to be able to provide them the solution that they're actually looking for. So getting really granular about solutions, and also being flexible and being able to provide, one-to-many services, and then also being able to provide one-on-one and very high value services in a different setting. So it's about really having that flexibility.
Yes, great insight there. I'm sure we can have a whole separate conversation on all of that. Next question is, personal growth and learning play a huge role in entrepreneurship. How do you stay committed to your own development?
Yeah, keep learning. I love to read. I think reading is very important. I like to read on all sorts of nonfiction subjects predominantly, and no subject is off the table, right? I'm big into investigating, like, and going backwards into ideas, right? What is the core of an idea? Where does that really come from? And what is like the earliest trace of that idea that we can find? And I think a lot of people don't put in the work to do that and go back and really understand things at their core. So I love to read, and I love to just stay up to date on all of my belief systems, right? It sounds kind of weird to say it that way, but exposing yourself to all sorts of ideas allows you to be able to be flexible in those times that you need to, and be able to draw from different resources that could be applied anywhere. You could take a concept from a fiction story and then put that into a marketing campaign, right? And these ideas start to connect with each other. So I think doing that regularly, reading and getting interested in different topics is definitely the number one thing I do for development.
I agree. Being well-rounded and just looking for inspiration, and everywhere we look, there's inspiration. So putting that all together is a really neat thing. I've definitely experienced that. Question 9, successful entrepreneurs often share common traits. In your opinion, what are some essential qualities for anyone looking to thrive in business?
Positivity, number one. Successful people in general are solutions people, right? They are positive, like they are looking for a way to fix it or to make it better. I think that's crucial, right? Working with people like that. It's almost like a black and white scenario. There's really no area in between, that I've found. And it's really a key to doing anything that is even long-term successful. And I think that's another component. You can do some things short-term, but that not necessarily, are the right thing to do. But long-term, it's the ability to work with the right people and to be able to sustain it, sustain relationships and to be able to sustain the systems and to continue doing business.
Absolutely. Positivity definitely feeds into motivation, like we just discussed. All right, last question. We're building an incredible network of entrepreneurs here. Who do you think has an amazing story or unique insights that would be perfect for a future BizEdge 10X interview? We definitely want to hear your recommendation.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of shifts going on in the marketing marketplace, in just digital media in general. Anyone who's kind of starting businesses right now, like any new entrepreneurs who are coming, especially from the social media game, I think social media is changing a lot, and the way that monetization of content is changing very much. So anyone in the space of data analytics or even platforms, right? An expert in social media platforms, because the trends that we're seeing in the way these platforms are monetizing our attention is really incredible. So be on the lookout for sharp people who really understand how those mechanisms work.
Awesome. I'll keep an eye out. Chris, thank you for joining us on BizEdge 10X and sharing your invaluable expertise with our audience.
Thank you, Anna, for having me. This was really fun. I really appreciate it.
Thank you again. And to our viewers, thank you so much for watching. Remember, the edge you need for 10X growth lies in the strategies we uncover here on BizEdge 10X. Until next time, keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible in your business.